So guys, today is our day number 2. Okay. So from today, we are going to start our networking. Okay. So in previous class, we just discussed the syllabus. Okay. So from today class, we are going to discuss about the networking. Now, before I start anything in the network, we have a word, very simple word that is called network. Network. Anyone know what do you mean by network? How you guys are thinking about the network? Anyone? Do you guys have something knowledge about what do you mean by network? If anyone asks you very basic question, tell me what is network? How can you tell about the network? Any idea? No? Okay, cool. In multiple book, when you open, I'm showing you one definition. See, I hope this is visible to all of you, right? So when you see this definition, a network refers to an interconnected device or computer that can communicate and share the resources. Right. In multiple book, you guys will see this type of definition. And that is very basic definition. Yes. What do you mean by network? Network means when you connect two or more devices and when devices will share the resources with each other, that forms a network. Getting my point, everyone? Again, I am telling one thing. What I am telling you, when two or more devices, I am using one word, two. So what I am telling, when two or more devices interconnected with each other and share the resources with each other, that forms a network. It means if I ask you very basic question, tell me if you have one PC, only one device, can you form a network? Answer is no. By the help of one device, we cannot create a network. So if you want to create a network, at least how many devices you need? At least you need how many devices? Two devices, right? Clear? Now, on the basis of this, anyone ask you one more question. Could you please tell me what is the smallest network you can form? The answer is, with the help of two devices, we can create the smallest network. Yes or no? Yes, because from one device, you cannot create a network. For example, we have a PC number 1 and we have a PC number 2. We just connect both PC and it forms a network. It forms a network. Getting my point, everyone? I write here one example. There are multiple computers in an office. Each computers are connected to a central server, either through the cables or wireless. This forms a network. It means, for example, when you go to the office, not office, for example, if you are in the home, let's suppose you already installed one Wi-Fi in your room. And for example, you have a laptop, you have a mobile phone, you have a tablet, all the devices are connected with this wireless Wi-Fi. So definitely this also forms what? This also forms network. So don't think network means only directly connected. Directly means physically connected. No. If your devices is connected with wireless also, it also forms network. Clear, everyone? So that is called network. Fine. Now, one more thing. Here word is, guys, network. Network is also made up of two words. What is? That is net and plus work. Yes or no? Yes. Net is also made up of two words. That is net plus work. Now, what do you mean by net? Net means a web. Net means what, guys? Net means a web, or you can say interconnected system. Getting my point, everyone? So that is called net. And what do you mean by work? Work means to do something or take action. That is the meaning of work. So how can I define? We can define network is a group of connected point like computer or devices that work together to share information and communicate with each other. Getting my point, everyone? And basically, this connection allows them to send and receive data. Getting my point, everyone? And making it easier for them to work together across the web of link. That is the proper definition of network. Is it clear to all of you? Anyone who still do not understand what you mean by network? Clear? Network means whatever you are doing on the web. Web means just interconnected system. Just understand like this. Fine. So that forms a network. And if you want to form a network, at least how many devices you need? At least you need two devices. Getting my point, everyone? It's clear? Now, for example, guys, I have PC number 1, PC number 2, PC number 3, and PC number 4. How many PC we have, guys? Total 4 PC. PC 1, PC 2, PC 3, and PC 4. We have 4 PC. Now I am telling you, please create a network with the help of all the 4 PC. How you can connect? Can we connect like this? Tell me. Can we connect the PC like this? Answer is no. Why we cannot connect the PC like this? Anyone? This is the LAN cable. Anyone who can tell me? Guys, for example, if you are using your laptop, PC or anything, how many LAN card, or I can say the NIC card in your PC? The answer is only one. Right, everyone? In every PC, there will be only one LAN card. Yes or no? I'm not talking about the wireless. If you are thinking, then you are right. We have a wireless NIC card as well as the LAN NIC card, both. Fine, but I'm talking about the physical connection only. So can we connect the devices like this? The answer is no, because in your PC or in your laptop, maximum you can insert only one LAN cable. Yes or no? Yes. So if I am telling you to create a network with the help of all the 4 devices, it is not possible you connect the devices like this. So to solve this problem, definitely you need a device. By the help of that device, you can create a network. And the name of the device is called networking device. What is called, guys? Networking device. Now, if again anyone asks you, tell me what do you mean by networking device and why you need this, then now you can easily tell networking device generally we need to create the network, because if you have a more than 2 device and if you want to create a network with the help of more than 2 device, this is not possible for physical connection, right? So in this case, we need a device. By the help of that device, we can create a network. And that's the reason we need a networking device. For example, I told you how many PC you have? 4 PC. Now I am using one networking device that is called switch. I take one switch and I connect all the 4 PCs with the help of switch. Like this. See, all the 4 PCs connected with the switch, and it forms a network. It means if you want to ping from PC1 to PC number 2, you can ping. If you want to ping from here to here, you can ping. And if you want to ping from here to here, you can ping. It means it's create a network. Fine. So here you create a network by the help of this device, and that is called networking device. That is called, guys, networking device. Clear? Everyone. Anyone who do not understand, it's clear to all of you. Now, if it is clear to all of you, then next thing we need to discuss about the component of network. What is component of network? Guys, component of network means what are the things we are going to use in network. Fine. For example, I am telling you something. For example, I am telling you device. See na, here you use the PC. You use the switches. Getting my point, everyone? So what is this? These are called device. That is called device. Either you can say device, or either in some book you guys will get node. So both are same. Clear na? So that is the first component. For example, you are using the computer. For example, you are using phone, server, printer, router, switches. Everything is called device. Fine. Now, what is the use of device in the network? What is the use of device in the network? So how can you answer? These are the main part of our network, and by the help of these we can communicate with each other. Getting my point? For example, device send, receive, and process the information, and this is not possible by the help without device. Getting my point, everyone? It's clear? So that is the meaning of device. The second thing is, guys, network media. What is network media? Media means what? Medium. For example, right now, I am able to communicate with you and I am talking with you. What is the media? For example, if that is the air, air is the media, because whatever I am telling you, you guys are able to hear. That is because of the air, because air works like a medium here. Fine. In the same way, whenever you are sending anything over the network, definitely there will be a media who carry your information and transfer that information to the destination. Yes or no? Yes. So that is called network media. Getting my point? Now network media will be two categories, or you can say there are two types of network media. Either network media will be wired or either wireless. Either it will be wired or either it will be wireless. For example, if I am telling you Ethernet cable, so Ethernet cable is the wired media. If I am telling you the fiber optic cable, it is the example of wired media. But if I am telling you about the Wi-Fi, if I am telling you about the Bluetooth, so these are called wireless media. It's clear, everyone? Tell me. Clear na? Now, if anyone asks you what is the use of network media, how can you tell? So you can tell this is what allows to data to travel between the devices. It means without the network media, we are not able to send the traffic from source to destination. Clear? So, for example, if you are using the physical wire, either Ethernet or fiber, what it will do? Basically, cables carry data, right now, in wired network. Fine. And if you are using the wireless, it will also carry your data, but without the physical connection. Fine. So these are the two components in the network. Clear? Now, third component is, for example, router. In our coming classes, we are going to learn the router in very deep way. So this is also the part of network. So it means if you are studying the networking, definitely in the coming classes, you guys will need to cover router also. Clear? Everyone. If anyone asks you, just tell me one line about what do you mean by router, or actually what is the use of router. You can tell router is a networking device that send the data from one network to another network. That's all. Fine. For example, I'm just giving you the overview right now. Okay. In our coming classes, when we are going to discuss the networking device, there we will discuss these things in a very detailed way. Fine. So this is the router. For example, this is my company, or you can say this is the LAN number 1 and this is the LAN number 2. So definitely in a LAN, we are using the private IP address. For example, here I am using 10.0.0.0/8, this network. And here we are using the 20.0.0.0/8, this network. It means here and here, in both places, we are using the different network. And if you want to make communication possible between both LAN, with the, let's suppose if you are telling, sir, I will use the switch, I will connect all the devices here with the switch and here with the switch, and then we can communicate. No, this is not possible. Why? Because if you are using the switch can communicate in the same network. And here in LAN 1 and in LAN 2, both LAN are in different network. So if you want to make communication possible between both LAN, which are the part of different network, you must need to use router. Clear? So basically that is the use of router. Fine. Now the third one. Third one is, guys, switch. What is switch? I already told you. For example, this is again LAN number 1. Again, this is LAN number 2. In this LAN, we are using 10.0.0.0/8. Here we are using the same network, 10.0.0.0/8. Again, by the help of switch, you can communicate here. There is no problem. Clear, everyone? So what is the conclusion? Conclusion is, if you are using the switch will be able to make communication possible between the same network. But if you want to make communication possible between two different networks, you need router. Clear, everyone? Now, so these are the component of network. It means in coming classes, we are going to discuss these components. For example, firewall. If anyone asks you, what do you mean by firewall? So the basic answer you can tell, firewall just protect the network by controlling who can access it and who cannot access it. It means by the help of firewall, you can set the policy over the firewall. And by the help of that policy, you can tell whatever you will receive the packet, which packet is allowed in my network and which packet is not allowed in my network. So that is the use of firewall. Fine. So you can say it keeps your network safe from unauthorized access, even the cyber attacks or multiple attacks. Clear? So basically, firewall will perform the filtering of the packet. Fine. Filtering means on firewall, generally we are creating the policy. So whenever any traffic is either incoming or outgoing, so every traffic will go or in or out with the help of policy only. If any traffic will come and according to that policy, that traffic must not enter in our LAN network, then firewall will block that traffic there. So basically that is the use of firewall. So by the help of firewall, what we can do, we can just control the traffic, who can access or who is authorized in our network and who is not authorized in our network. Fine. Now the next device is, guys, AP, or you can say next component of the network is AP. AP stands for access point. What is access point? What is the use of access point? So access point provide you wireless connectivity. That's all. Access point provide you the wireless connectivity. Clear, everyone? So if anyone asks you, what do you mean by access point? Now you can tell easily, sir, access point allows device to connect to a network or to connect with a network wirelessly. Either you have a phone, either you have a laptop, so you guys can connect your device with wireless, so with the help of AP. Clear, everyone? Now next component is, for example, server. What is server? Server is what? Server is generally a storage device where you store your data and manage your resources or services. Getting my point, everyone? So basically that is the use of server. Clear? Now next one is IP address. Yes, IP address is also a part of component. IP address is also a part of component. So if anyone asks you what is the main use of IP address, guys, try to understand. For example, if this is me and if this is Mohan, if I want to send something to Mohan, is it possible I can send without the address? No. Whatever if you want to send to Mohan, you must need Mohan address. That then you guys are able to communicate with each other. So without address, how can you send anything and how can you receive anything? This is not possible. Similarly, in a network, whenever you are sending any packet to any destination, you must need the address. Without the address, this is not possible to send and receive the data. Fine. So IP address, what is the use of IP address? It provides the address. Fine. To send the packet, or you can say IP address will define where to send the packet and from where I receive the packet. Clear? So that is the use of IP address. So that is the component of network also. Next one is, guys, protocol. What is protocol? Protocol is nothing. Protocol is just like a rule. Protocol is just like a rule. If you want to communicate in a network smoothly, you must need to follow some rule. And that rule is defined by protocol. So protocol means just a rule. Clear? So basically, for example, if we are using the TCP, we are using the HTTP, we are using the HTTPS. What is these things? These things are protocol. Fine. So they ensure that data is sent and received in an organized way. Fine. For example, I am talking in Hindi and you guys are not able to understand Hindi. So whatever I will tell you, you guys will not understand. It means we are not communicating very well because we have a language difference, right? So to solve this problem, we need a standard language where whatever I will tell you, you guys will understand, and whatever you guys will ask you, I can understand your problem or question. Fine. So in the same way, in a network, if you want a smooth communication, definitely we need a rule. So all the devices must need to follow that rule. So all the communication will happen smoothly. So that is possible because of protocol. So protocol is nothing. Protocol is just like a rule. For example, if you are searching anything over the browser, you are using the HTTP, HTTPS. Getting my point? For example, if you are sending anything, you are using the FTP. So these are the protocol. So when whatever the services you are using, for every services there is a protocol. Clear? Everyone. So these are the component of network. So how many component we discuss, guys? So first component we discuss, who can tell me? What is the first component we discuss? First component we discuss the node. Node means device. Second component we discuss, guys, network media. Fine. Third component we discuss, who can tell me? Router. Yes. Fourth one is, guys, switches. Fifth component, who can tell me? Fifth component, guys, firewall. Sixth component, AP. Seventh component, server. Eighth component, IP address. Ninth component, what we discuss, guys? Protocol. So basically, guys, these are the component of network. So it means whenever you will use the network, these things you guys will see. Fine. So that is the component of network, or you can say these are the part of network. So if you want to create any network, definitely you need to go through each and everything. Clear? Now, one very basic question come in my mind. I am asking to all of you. My question is, what led us to create network? That is my basic question. What led us to create network? The meaning is, what are the requirement of network? Why we need fucking network? What is the use of network? Before network, when network was not discovered, at that time, what was the problem? And how that problem is solved by network? That is my question. How can you answer, guys, if anyone asks you these things? The first thing, what came in my mind, I am thinking, whoever will discover the network, I don't know. For this, you guys can Google it and try to understand the history. That is not our business. So, whoever discover the internet, definitely they keep something in their mind. According to me, definitely they think about easy communication. Yes or no? Previously, you guys will see in different movie, there is a pigeon and pigeon just send or keep the letters from one place to another places like this. And previously, how we send the letters, generally there will be a person, and that person pick the letters from your location and go to other location. So that is the way we are communicating with each other. So that is quite hectic task, right? So whoever discover the internet or network, definitely they think something about easy communication. Fine. So whatever the things coming in my mind, I'm just telling you, I don't know what are the things they think because that is the past. But what I'm thinking, definitely they think about the easy communication. Fine. Why? Because network allow us to communicate instantly, right? Everyone, because at previous time, whoever sent the packet, for example, I send one letters at today is 6th of November. So I send the packet today and my receiver will receive, for example, after 1 month. Getting my point? So that is quite hectic task. Fine. So according to me, the first thing that is easy communication. So network allows us to communicate instantly with others, no matter where they are. Getting my point? Everyone. For example, we are sending emails, we are sending messages, we are video calls. There are many options nowadays, right? So basically, by this way, we can easily communicate with each other. So this is the first point according to me. Second point, maybe they think about the resources sharing. Yes, maybe it is possible, right? So for example, if you want to share a resources with each other, for example, I want to send one letter with you. So what? This is the resources. Getting my point? So for resources sharing, also we need a network. Getting my point? Everyone. For example, right now I am working from home and I want to send something in my office and my office is for example, 100 kilometers away. So this is not possible. I will start my vehicle and go to the office and give the print and came back. No, this is fucking too hectic task, right? To solve this problem, we have a proper internet, right? We have a proper network. I just open the thing. I just press Control plus P in my PC. My printer will come. I will just give the print there. So that is the benefit. So by this way, network is helping me to sharing the resources. Getting my point? Everyone. Clear? One more thing. For example, if you are working in any company, you see, this is, let's suppose this is the floor. And you guys are sitting there. You guys are IT persons. You guys are sitting. Is company provide you for every employee different printer? Answer is no. On one floor, generally we have a one printer and this printer is shared by everyone. It means I am also using the same printer and you are also using the same printer. It means we have a one resource and this resource is shared by everyone. And how it is possible? This is possible because of the network. On this printer, we have a IP address. And this IP address, I know this IP address, everyone know the IP address of printer. So by the help of network, we have a one resources and one resources we are utilizing by everyone. So that is the benefit. So here we are sharing the resources also. Clear? Everyone. Now, next thing, maybe access to internet. Maybe that person think about the internet also, right? Because you know, nowadays, internet is a giant network that connecting billions of devices around the world. This is the fact. Yes. So network allows us to access information. If you want to watch something on YouTube or on any other platform, you can watch, you can use the social media, even you can use anything over the internet. So that is the also advantage of network. Yes. Nowadays, one more advantage, that is data storage and backup. Because nowadays data is very important assets for all of us, right? So for example, Google is providing you the Google Drive. If that is not sufficient, then you guys will use the cloud services, right? Where we are storing our data. And for example, if you lost your phone, or if you lost your PC, or if you lost your computer, you guys can easily take the backup of all your data in your new machine. That is possible because of the internet. It means internet, on internet, what you can do, you can store the data on a central server. Fine. Which makes it very easy to backup and protect your important files and data as well. Fine. And even it reduce the risk of data loss as well. Fine. And even you can easily organize and manage the data. So that is also very important. Fine. Definitely. Now, yes, if anyone asks you, does internet increase our productivity? Answer is very yes. Yes, definitely. By the help of internet, by the help of network, yes, our productivity is increased. Yes or no? Yes. For example, nowadays, if let's suppose I want to share the content with you, I can easily share the content with you in the form of PDF. Getting my point? So what does it mean? It increases the productivity. Fine. For example, if I want to collaborate with all of you, yes, we can easily collaborate with all of you. There are multiple tools. Getting my point? Everyone. And the most important thing, cost efficiency also. Yes, cost efficiency also. For example, if you are using the any physical thing for resource sharing, that will be more cost, right? So nowadays we have a internet, we have a network. Getting my point? For example, I already told you, if in your company there are these number of people, so we are not going to provide separate server to all of them. We are not going to provide separate printer to all of them. We use only one server, we use only one printer, and all the employees are going to use that centralized server. So that is also cost efficient. Getting my point, everyone? Fine. Now, yes, security and control. One more thing, security and control. Security and control means, yes, whatever nowadays we are sharing, definitely we need the security also. So our network also provides us the security. There are multiple things, multiple tools, multiple technology. By the help of this, we can secure our data. Getting my point? So if anyone asks you, what is the purpose of network and why network was created, why network was developed, you can say now, for easy communications. Yes, maybe they definitely think about it. Second, you can say resource sharing. You can say access to the internet. You can say data storage and backup. Yes, you can say by the help of internet or by the help of network, our productivity increase. Networks help us in cost efficiency also. Network help us in security and control also. So basically, these are the benefit of network. Clear? Everyone. It's clear to all of you, I hope. Now, apart from this, for example, for example, he is my grandfather. If he is my grandfather, definitely he don't know about an of network. I mean, he don't know anything, a single word about the network. But yes, he is using the phone. He is using the internet, everything. But he don't know about the internet. It means he is the end user. You are the network engineer. You are the future of network engineer. So definitely you must know about the network. But he is the end user. He just knows how to enable the internet and how to access the internet. That's all. He don't know about what is packet, how packet is flowing. No, he don't know anything. He is proper end user. Now, my point is, as a end user, what does internet mean? It means how he is thinking about internet and how he is see the internet. So according to me, he is thinking about only three things about the internet. First is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So according to me, if he is getting these three benefits, it means internet is good. If he is not getting anything, it means internet is bad. That's all. So according to the end user want only three things from network. First one is confidentiality, second one is integrity, and third one is availability. So as the end user want only three things. If you are able to give all the three things, then your services is very good. If you are not able to provide these things, it means your services is not good. Clear, everyone? Now the thing is, what do you mean by confidentiality? If I am telling you confidentiality, what do you mean by this? You know, confidential. Confidential means what? Keep the thing private. Yes or no? Yes. So confidentiality means keeping the information private and secure. So only the authorized people can access it. Getting my point? That is the meaning of confidentiality. So every end user want these things. Every end user want these things. For example, if he is searching anything in his phone, he never wants to share any information with anyone because that is the confidential. Getting my point? I'm just giving you the best example. For example, you have a bank account and you are using your bank account pin code. There are multiple things. Can you share any confidential or private information with anyone? No. Only you and the bank authorized person know about your bank details. Getting my point? That is what? That is confidentiality. Getting my point? So if anyone asks you in a network, what do you mean by confidentiality? So confidentiality means in a network, confidentiality means protecting the data from anyone who doesn't have permission to see it. That is the meaning of confidentiality. Clear, everyone? Now the next one is, guys, integrity. What is integrity? Integrity means what? Integrity means just make sure whatever the information you are sending to anyone, that should be accurate. That should be accurate. That hasn't been tampered with any unauthorized people. That is the meaning of integrity. For example, this is me. This is my wife. I am in my office. She is living in home. And let's suppose I am sending her one message. I love you. Definitely I send over the internet. And for example, there is a one host, or you can say hacker, what he did, he changed my, or he tampered my message, and he changed my message from I love you to I hate you, and suddenly my wife receive this message. What will happen? When I will come definitely home, she will not give me the food today. That is the problem. It means what is happening here? Whatever I am sending, my message is getting tampered over the internet by any unauthorized person. Because whatever I am sending the I love you for my wife only. Because she is the authorized person for my data. But this is the unauthorized person who is tampering my data. So that is called integrity. That is called integrity. So if I am the end user, definitely I want integrity of my everything. If I am using the internet, I never want whatever I am sharing with my colleague, whatever I am sending with my manager, and whatever I am sending with my friend, family, wife, everyone, my message should be accurate. This must not be tampered over the internet. So that is the meaning of integrity. Fine, everyone. Now the next one is availability. What is availability? So what do you mean by availability? Availability means, just think one line about availability. Availability means ensuring that whatever the data, whatever the resources you are using, that must be accessible when you need it. When you need it. For example, you are on the shop. You are on the shop. You purchase anything and you are doing the UPI. You open your internet and just scan the QR code and you are doing the payment, and your payment is getting failed. Why? Because of the network issues. And you are using any XYZ ISP. So definitely what you will think about the ISP as an end user? Definitely you will think, nah, this ISP services is very bad. Because whenever I need the network, I'm not getting the proper services. So that is the meaning of availability. It means as the end user want network should be available 24/7, because every end user is fucking expected these things. So that's the reason, as a network administrator, your job and roles and responsibility is to support 24/7 business. So that's the reason whenever you will join any company as a network administrator, your shift will be rotational. Either one time you will work in the day, maybe next month you will work in the night, and fucking after next month you guys will work in the afternoon. That is the life of network administrator. We are as a support of company. That's the reason I am telling every end user wants 24/7 availability. So that's the reason, as a network administrator, you must need to be available 24/7. Getting my point, everyone? So I hope now you guys understand, as the end user, what end user want from network. From end user side, end user want only three things: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Fine. If your ISP, if as a network administrator, you are delivering all the three things, it means your services is good. Otherwise, no. Clear, everyone? Now, there is a very basic question. Question is, as a network engineer, how do you achieve confidentiality, integrity, and availability? If I ask you this question, for example, you are the network administrator, so how you provide these three things: confidentiality, integrity, and availability to end user? How can you answer? If any interviewer will ask you these type of things, then how can you answer? You can answer, yes sir, See, if you are talking about confidentiality, confidentiality means what? Who can tell me confidentiality? Confidentiality means, I told you, keeping information
Security.
private and secure. So only the authorized people can access it, right? So how you can make these things in a network, or how you can implement these things in a network? So there are multiple methods. For example, we have a encryption. We have a encryption. If you get a chance to log in on the firewall, for example, on the Palo Alto, you guys will see there will be a protocol SSL, for example, TLS, like this. What is these things? These are the encryption protocol. Getting my point? Whatever you are searching over the browser, so that is encrypting. Whatever you are searching, that is encrypted because of the SSL. Getting my point? Encrypted means, anyone, what do you mean by encrypted? Encrypted means, for example, I am writing I love you. So that is called plain text. What is, guys? That is called plain text, because everyone is readable. Everyone can read this. But for example, if it is like this, are you able to read it? What do I write here? No. That is called encrypted text. Or you can say in a network language, that is called the cipher text. CIPHER. Cipher text. It means that is the plain text. Then this plain text is converted into this one. What is the difference? That is readable by everyone, and that is not readable. So it means my plain text is converted into cipher text. So whenever I will send anything over the public internet, my text will go in cipher text, right? Everyone wants to share anything over the public internet with the help of, in this format, right? Not in the plain format. Getting my point, everyone? So the first solution is, how can you provide the confidentiality? You can implement the encryption. Either you can implement the encryption protocol like SSL, TLS. Either we have a function VPN. For example, right now I am working from home and I want to access anything, company related thing, and I want to access any device which is located in my company. Without VPN, I can't. Getting my point? So that is the use of VPN. VPN means whatever you are going to access over the public internet, I will access by VPN. Getting my point? So if you want to provide the confidentiality to any end user, you need to implement these things. First thing is encryption. Fine. Either by the help of encryption protocol, either you have a VPN option like this. You can use another method, access control also. What? Access control also. Getting my point? Access control means what? Access control means I am talking about the MFA. MFA means, the full form of MFA is multi-factor authentication. Whatever you are going to access, you must need the username and password. Yes or no? For example, I want to open my company salary slip over the portal. So whenever I am going to log in my portal, definitely I need my username and password. Without username and password, I am not able to open my payroll portal, right? So that is the first thing, username and password. The username and password is also a part of access control. Now, after writing the username and password, there will be additional security that is called MFA, multi-factor authentication. Nowadays, if you guys are aware about the one login. One login, what is one login? One login is the virtual platform that provide the MFA, multi-factor authentication. Okay. So for example, in MFA, there are two type of thing. Either you can insert the OTP which you will receive on your phone, or either you have a UB key. So you need to insert the UB key in your laptop, and on UB key your finger will be registered, and you need to enter your finger there. and YubiKey will verify this is you or not. Once it will be authenticated, then your portal will open, otherwise no. So that is called advanced feature. That is called access control. Fine. So that is the second thing you can implement as a network administrator. Third thing you can implement the firewall also. Yes, by the help of firewall, you can monitor the thing. What are the packet incoming? What are the packet outgoing? What are the authorized person? What is the unauthorized thing? You can block the unauthorized things immediately. Getting my point? So what I am trying to say you, if as a network administrator, if anyone asks you how can you provide the confidentiality, you can tell, yes, we can provide the confidentiality by implementing below thing. First one is by implementing the encryption. Second thing, by implementing the access control like username and password, MFA like this. Third thing, we can implement this by the help of firewall also. We can implement the firewall, and by the help of firewall, we can monitor the thing. Fine. So that is the thing about the confidentiality. Fine. Now the thing is about the integrity. Now the next is, guys, integrity. How can you provide the integrity to end user? The basic thing, the most important thing is data hashing. What is data hashing? Data hashing means, I'm just telling you one thing. For example, you are using this PC and this is the destination. Whatever you are sending, for example, I write here, I love you. What will happen? My device will calculate one hash value of this data. Fine. And keep this data in the packet and forward this packet here. When this packet will reach here, what this PC will do? This PC will run the algorithm here, hashing algorithm, and calculate the hash value of the data on I love you, what I written here. Okay. And this device also calculate the hash value. If then this device will check in this packet, hash value is, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this device calculate its hash value. Then this device will find, yes, hash value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means this user send I love you and I am receiving the same I love you. It means my integrity is fine. There is no problem. My message is not modified over the internet because user sender hash value and my hash value is same for this data. So by this way, what will happen? What you can do? You can provide the integrity. Fine, everyone. Now, next thing is availability. Now, what do you mean by availability? As an end user want 24/7 services, right? Everyone. So as a network administrator, how can you provide the availability? For example, if you are working in a company, definitely in a company, you need to provide one thing that is called redundancy. What is, guys? Redundancy. What do you mean by redundancy? For example, I just give you an example. For example, this is the switch, and through this switch, many PCs are connected. Many PCs are connected, and this switch is again connected with the here, for example, your company main router, and this router is connected with the ISP or internet. So when this user want to access anything, packet come here, switch forward this packet through this link to the DR, and DR forward to the internet. Communication is happening, there is no problem. But for example, anyhow this link goes down. Is all the user able to communicate with the internet? Answer is no. What happened here? Just this link goes down and all the user is not able to communicate. It means for these user, you are not providing the availability. As a network administrator, you are failed to provide the availability. Then how can you solve this problem? We can solve this problem whenever we are implementing the switch and you connect here one link. You must need to connect another link also for the backup. if this link goes down, you have a backup link. So whenever this link goes down, all the packets which will forward by this link. And that is called redundancy. Getting my point, everyone? So what do you mean by redundancy? Redundancy means use the backup resources. Getting my point? Backup resources. This is about the link. For example, I can tell you one more thing. For example, if this DR goes down, then again this user is not able to access the internet. So in a company, we must have a 2DR or two main designated router, DR1 and DR2. Getting my point? And connection will be like this. I can show you. I'm just showing you in the real time scenario. In real time, you guys will see like this. We have a switch, and through this switch, one connection is like this, and one connection is like this. Getting my point, everyone? For example, if this link goes down, you have a second path. And if this one goes down, you have this one. Getting my point? That is called redundancy. So as a network administrator, you always need to provide the redundancy. Fine. So that redundancy provides the availability. Even load balancing. Load balancing means what? Load balancing. When you divide these two words, you will see load and balance. Load balancing means just balance the load over the device. My point. For example, if there is a DR1 and DR2, and for example, there are multiple devices, and all the traffic is coming to the DR1. So definitely on DR1, load is quite high. Yes or no? So what we will do? We will perform the load balancing here. So for example, if this DR is receiving the 1000 traffic in a minute, what I will do? I will implement the load balancing. And what I will do, by the help of load balancing, I will try to achieve may 500 packet DR1 will receive and 500 packet DR2 will receive like this. So on a single router, there will be a less load. So that is called load balancing. So load balancing is also a part of availability. Load balancing is also a part of availability. Getting my point? So as a network administrator, you need to implement these things to provide the confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Fine. So again, I am repeating my words. As a network administrator, how can you provide the CIA to end user? First, for confidentiality, what you will do? You will provide the multiple method, like you will provide the encryption, VPN, access control, firewall. So these are the thing you can implement for confidentiality. For integrity, what you will do? You will use the data hashing. What? Data hashing. And how about the availability? For availability, generally we are using for the redundancy, load balancing, like this. Clear? So if anyone asks you now, as a network administrator, how can you achieve the CIA? Now you can answer these things. Clear? Everyone. Now, after all these things, in a network, there is a term that is called communication. What is communication? What do you mean by communication? Anyone? Communication means what? For example, this is me and this is you. We are talking with each other. That is called communication. Yes or no? Are tell me, guys. Yes or no? Yes, na? Okay. See, understand like this. For example, we are in the class. Okay. So right now, this is me and I am asking the question to Ram. I am asking the question to the Ram. Again, I am me. I am asking the question to all of you who is present in the class. For example, there are 10 people who is in the class and I am asking the question to all of you. Third thing, I am me and I will ask the question to all the community. For example, I am asking the question to all of them who is directly or indirectly connected with me. Or I am asking the thing in publicly. So just tell me one thing, there are three different scenarios. So here what is happening? I am communicating one-to-one. Tell me one-to-one, yes or no? Here I am communicating one-to-one. And here what is happening? Here I am asking, or here I am communicating with all of you who is presenting in the class. So here that is called one-to-many, because in my class there are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 students. So I am communicating with all of you. So right now this is called one-to-many. And here in this case, what is happening? I am asking anything publicly. So it means here I am communicating one-to-all. So here three different scenario. In first scenario, communication is happening one-to-one. Here in this scenario, communication is happening one-to-many. And here in this scenario, communication is happening one-to-all. Getting my point, everyone? It's clear to all of you? So on the basis of this example, we can say there are three types of communication in the network. How many types of communication? There are three types of communication in the network. First one is unicast, multicast, and third one is, guys, broadcast. Unicast means one-to-one. When we are communicating with one-to-one, that is called unicast communication. How can you define? A one-to-one communication where data is sent from one device to directly another device. That is called one-to-one communication. Getting my point? That is called one-to-one communication. Clear? What is the best example? Who can tell me? I am just telling you, try to understand. For example, when you connect your laptop to any web server, or for example, if you are trying to access any specific website through your through your web browser, what will happen? Your browser will send a request to whom? To the server. For example, in my browser, I am writing facebook.com. So what my laptop will do? My laptop will hit the Facebook server. Yes or no? Yes, my laptop will hit the Facebook server, and this server will respond my query. So here what is happening? Here connection established between my laptop and Facebook server, and that is called one-to-one communication. What is happening here? Here communication is happening one-to-one because connection established between my laptop and Facebook server, and that is called unicast. That is called unicast. Fine. Now, if I ask you, what do you mean by multicast? What do you mean by multicast? How can you define? Multicast means one-to-many communication. It means here data is sent from one device to multiple device. Not every device. I am talking multiple device. That is called multicast. That is called multicast. Again, I am telling, multicast means when your device is sending the data to multiple device, not every device. So that type of scenario is called multicast. Clear? For example, in your office, if you guys are aware about it, if there is any live video conference or any online training session is there, so definitely before any attend any live session or any training, first of all you need to register, right? Everyone is getting the email, and on the email you have to register yourself first, right? So this is the best example of multicast. It means Whenever anything will broadcast, anything will be telecast, so only those person will be able to access these things who is already registered. So that is the example of multicast. That will not broadcast to everyone. No, this will be visible to only for those who already registered. So that is called multicast. That is multicast. Now, what do you mean by broadcast? Broadcast means, guys, one to all communication. What is one to all communication? Where data is sent from one device to every device in a network. Where data is sent from one device to every device on the network. Getting my point? I'm just giving you one best example. For example, this is the switch, and through this switch, PC1, PC2, PC3, PC4, all the four different computers are there. For example, this PC wants to communicate with this PC. So what will happen when you try to communicate with this PC? Whenever you want to communicate in a network, you need two things: physical address and logical address. Physical address means MAC address and logical address means IP address. So this device, for example, this device has MAC address 0A, this device has MAC address 0B. On this device, you already assigned the IP address 10.1, here you assign 10.2, and you want to communicate here, there is no problem. But try to understand, this device can only communicate with this device when this device know the MAC address of this device. MAC address of this device. Because try to understand, again you guys will think, sir, but this device must know about the IP address also. Yes, exactly. But guys, on this device you already write the command ping 10.2. It means to this device you are already telling destination. You are not telling please ping 0B. No, you are not telling, we are not pinging the MAC address. We are always pinging the IP address. So on this device you already tell ping 10.2. It means you are telling to device, or you are itself informing this device 10.2 is your destination. Getting my point? So this device, first of all, need the MAC address of this device. So that's the reason this, to find the MAC address, PC or any device will raise the one packet that is called the ARP packet. In our coming classes, we are going to discuss these things in a very detailed way. The packet will reach on the switch, and that is the broadcast packet. What switch will do? Switch will forward this packet to every devices. So that is called broadcast communication. That is called broadcast communication. Clear, everyone? I hope you guys understand. Clear now, everyone? So guys, I'm just concluding in today's class. What we discuss types of communication. There are three types of communication: unicast, multicast, and broadcast. Right? Now, as an end user, what are the requirements as an end user? How we think about the network? As an end user, we want CIA, confidentiality, integrity, and availability. And as a network engineer, how you need to provide these three things, CIA. Fine, we already discussed these things also. Clear? After that, we discuss what is the exact requirement for the network. Without network, what was the problem and why we need network. And I hope everyone understand very well. Clear? Everyone.